psyched. Gotta do all that cool pre-starting stuff. Knuckles pop, neck pop,
Yeah, it
shoulder,
was recording
back.
all of that.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
Stop
was.
lying.
It's
Mine
gonna be
just
in there.
popped up saying live,
I know
like
yours
just
pops
now.
up
Yeah.
late. That's why I was gonna
Oh,
do it.
well,
Yeah.
you didn't do the whole five, four, three, two.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't know
Well,
when it's gonna
that.
start.
Oh, we you should get a countdown for that.
I guess, yeah.
Well, there you go. You got some good stuff. Today's topic.
Well, all right, with that introduction, this is Boy Blue and Bigby. And this is episode, I think, 23. And today we're just talking about what's up, which I think was our name for just whatever's on our mind.
Yeah,
It's gonna be kind of a hodgepodge of topics
actual
today. Yeah.
podcasting. That's what usual people do. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Mix it up. So I don't know what you've got in mind to talk about, but I've got a few things.
first off, this is Big B,
Oh
everybody.
yeah,
The
I think I introduced you.
the Korea. Oh, did you know? Because he said this Boy Blue and Bigby, and I thought for whatever reason I always think that you go, "This is Boy Blue," and then I just like sit here casually, and then we dive into the topic. So I figured I beat you to the punch first. Like, hey, this is Big B talking.
Now you know
Extinguish
his
the
voice.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I'm thinking about is that FX has officially picked up Why the Last Man as a TV show.
Finally.
I know. It's going to be called Why, I believe. I think they're dropping The Last Man. It's just Why. So,
Well, it's because everybody's gonna be sensitive at this day and age. Like, why the last man? What? Why that's sexist. There's women in there too, and then it's gonna be like blow everything out of proportion and
I mean, I don't know if that's why. I think it's just a shorter, easier title.
I'm just saying, if they had gone with why the last man, that's exactly what would have happened.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, maybe. Maybe.
That's sort of agreeing if you say maybe.
Yes, it says it's titled Why. I don't think it has like a date yet, though.
Yeah, it's funny. After I read the series, I was like so pumped. I loved it. I was like, yeah, something cool. And I read somewhere like, oh yeah, they're gonna make Why the Last Man movie. Shia LaBeouf is attached to play Yorick. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's a funny guy. Just as sarcastic as the main character. And then
Back then when he was relevant,
yeah, like
whenever that
what,
was.
2005,
Yeah.
2006. Like, look at that, 13 years later, they finally got the rights to it. Do something with it.
I mean, I don't think it was a rights issue. I think it was just nobody
Yeah, I mean,
was picking it up. But I think it, FX has had success with obviously Walking Dead and
that's
Preacher to
AMC.
an extent. So they just want
AMC
another.
does
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
yeah.
AMC does Walking Dead. Well, FX did Preacher though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So another Vertigo title for them.
They should do a Constantine show. Haha, they already did that.
They should do Fables.
They should do Fables.
They should. They honestly should. But anyways, that was
They're gonna be amazing.
my one news thing. Even though it's like not. I mean, other people already know about it, but
Well,
I don't know.
didn't.
I'm excited. It'll be cool.
It would be cool. I mean,
I saw
that's
like they did like a promotional like poster thing. It's just him like in his like hooded or whatever.
yeah. Do they have a? Oh, so it's not. They don't have anybody really attached to it yet.
Oh,
So
they do. They do. I have
Oh,
to.
who's the?
Oh, give me a second.
Okay. I kind of think you'd be attached to being the main character in that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
Yeah. I mean, you have like the hair when you grow it out, it looks just like his.
This is
Makes
so
me think,
nice.
except for he doesn't have facial hair. Like I don't think he grows one in it.
So I don't know any of these actors, and I can read their names, but I don't know any of them. Like, do you want me to read their names to you?
Just the main one, the first.
Well, the first one is Diane Lane, who I'm assuming is the most famous, but that's not
That
who Yorick is.
is the yeah, nope. Like, oh my God, she's Yorick. That's amazing. Way to go, Superman's mom.
I'm guessing Barry Cogan.
That name actually sounds a bit familiar.
Yeah, I think he's playing Yorick. He was in Dunkirk. I haven't seen Dunkirk.
Neither have I.
So yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yep, he plays Yorick. Confirmed on his Wikipedia page. Very
Whoa. I thought you'd
very
be going to
resourceful.
IMDb, but all right.
Nah,
Wikipedia knows everything.
they do.
Donate $2 and you'll know more.
um yeah, I mean, I liked that series. It's funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know. A lot of people really love the ending. I didn't really love the ending myself, but
Mm.
it was okay.
It was
Controversial statement, maybe.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna have war.
Did you really love the ending of that series?
No, not really. No.
I mean, I think I don't know. It was such a
But
crazy idea that any ending was probably going to disappoint me to some extent. But cloning
the
him for like the rest of his life. Oh, spoilers. Why the
yeah,
Last Man?
spoilers. There you go.
Yeah,
The thing that bothered me was his monkey dying like that. Obviously, I know the monkey
you can't live
was gonna
forever.
die, but
Yeah.
still, it's a comic book. The monkey was like the best part. And it kind of bummed me out. And I was like, oh no, he died. I'm like, oh God, in his arms too. Oh God, it was like
Yeah,
terrible.
so really super spoilers here for the end.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really find it that interesting that he like they cloned him and then he got old and he like ran away. It's like, okay.
No, he
It's
didn't run away. He escaped because he's an escape artist.
right, sort
Yeah.
of. I mean, that's like he's not even a very good escape artist. Like that's why
Well,
like if they'd established him as like a really good escape artist and then he like it was his last thing, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. But he wasn't good at it. Like, why would
he
I
was all
care?
right. He was just beginning, I think, to do that. Because in the first scene, he's like what chained upside down in
Yeah.
one of those things, and he gets
He
out of it, just not in
he
a timely
jumped out
manner.
a
That
window. He jumped out a window. That's not escape artistry.
yeah, it is because
Anyways, yeah.
you know,
I've seen people who are like who talk about how moving the ending was. I'm like, did I miss something? Because I didn't I didn't find it that moving. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
it's to each their own,
Teach
kind
their
of
own. Yeah,
situation.
if you did find it moving, that's fine. I feel like I missed something. So maybe listeners, if I did, let me know. But maybe they're talking about the monkey dying. I don't know.
That could be it. Because I think at the end he goes, they still haven't gotten him right. Because I think they tried cloning the monkey too.
See, I don't remember that. It's been a little bit. I've been wanting
Reread.
to reread it. Yeah,
We should do that for a little topic.
we should. Yeah, that'd be fun. Reread. We both reread.
Yeah. Why the
Why the
Last
Last
Man?
Man. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we toyed with the idea of both reading Invisibles, but then
Yeah.
which that was another topic I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get to that. Do you have anything you want to discuss first, or?
Um. Well, putting me on the spot here, but uh, I just been rereading the usual stuff. Like I thought it was high time to reread B for Vendetta,
Oh, there you go.
and I was like, oh, sweet, so cool. And yeah, it's still amazing as always. It's
It
like
is.
a timeless piece because there's this bit where the leader, when they always say England prevails, he says something. He's like talking to, I forget which one, and I just read it too, and he says let's make Britain great again. And I thought that was funny because that's saying that every person's wearing insane because Donald Trump says, let's make America great again. And I'm like, huh,
Hmm.
make Britain great again, make America great again. I think Donald Trump is like reading and watching a whole bunch of comic books, movies and whatnot. Because then he did that a while ago. They did that Bane reference when he says, "We give it back to you, the people," and then like he made another reference to something, and I was like, "Oh my God, does our president like take things from comic book movies, from villains, and just puts them in his speeches, or
I would be very surprised if that were the case, but you never know.
either that or his whoever writes his
Yeah, whoever's
stuff
writing
just
his
yeah,
speeches, yeah.
like, oh, that's great."
Is V for Vendetta, is that like a once a year read for you, or is it like a every couple years? What status is it? Because it's up there
It's
on your
Yeah, it
favorites,
is.
right? Yeah.
It's actually been a long while since
Oh, okay.
I read it because I used to check it out constantly at the library. That was just like, if I'm being honest, every few months, I'd be like, "Oh,
Hmm.
V for Vendetta, that's the time I start reading it." And now, I'm like, "Oh, I got Comixology. I could look it up on there." Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, there it is." And I think it should be to me. Probably, I'll go back to reading it every few months because to it's it opened my eyes to a number of things as to back when I was a young adolescent in high school and I was like, oh, rebellious stage, yeah, and I read V for Vendetta. I'm like, this is brilliant. And it and they make a lot of good points in that book. Like again, they took this from the movie straight out of the comic book where he says people shouldn't be afraid of the government. It should be the government should be afraid of the people. I'm like, huh. That's true. And at that point, I was pretty dumb. I was like, "Oh my God, that's so great!" And like
Were
write
you
it.
like knocking over police cars and stuff after you read
No, I like go to the library and mix up their bookshelves, like
it?
anarchy, and then run away.
That's
Yeah, I
even
wasn't.
worse.
Yeah, I'm not a terrible child when I was growing up. I was just like, oh, still follow the rules, but I'll just push all the books back, move this here, there. That was my crazy moment.
I mean, yeah, this is about as crazy as I got.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
librarians were probably
Mm.
like hated me, like, get out.
You've taken your last book.
You can't use our internet. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I've only read V for Vendetta once, so I probably need to reread it at some point.
Yeah, it's high time. You should, man.
It's a wordy one. It's wordy.
Yeah,
It might be more
but
wordy
it's a
than Watchmen,
thinker.
actually.
It's about the same, I
You think it's
think.
about the same?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, as you know, I'm in the midst
yeah.
of rereading Watchmen for the 100th time because I got the absolute and it's amazing.
The absolute what? You got the what?
Oh, I got the absolute. I don't know if you heard. Um,
I want you to say the whole thing because you always had trouble.
yeah, I'm sorry. I got
Like I have to,
I got absolute Watchmen new printing. Wait, I forgot what it was.
yeah.
Hardcover. Yeah.
Every time we see each other at work, he would bring it up. Like, oh yeah, I added to cart the absolute. Then he would fumble it, and I'm like, okay, one more time. Then we keep doing it. And
I had it down
so,
pretty good for a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
after it came in, and then like you said,
Now it's gone.
yeah, yeah, that moment's over.
Yeah, I just finished up where they break Rorschach out of prison.
Prison.
Mm. It's a good chapter.
It
That's
is.
when things actually like start happening in the present instead of like everything basically being
In the
flashback.
past. Yeah,
Yeah, for the most
I
part.
don't. I like the comedian in the. He did a bunch of terrible things. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But once I read it, like, oh my God, the comedian, he he did a bunch of crap, sure, but he still like sees he's a realist. He sees like the world as as is, like dark, gritty kind of thing, and everybody else like he sees the kind of like the Joker, he sees the punchline, and everybody else is like, "Oh no, good is good, bad is bad." And Rorschach, after he has that incident, he's like, "Oh, everything's dark and gloomy." So I just thought, oh yeah, the comedian's like pretty funny. He's cool. Yeah, he's what most heroes should be, the anti-hero kind of thing. And
I don't know about. I don't know if I agree with you.
okay, well, obviously, like I said, some of the things he does is
He does.
I don't condone. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
he
like
does some pretty bad things.
when he's in war, yeah, that's the bad stuff. I'm saying like when he's being a vigilante and running around, like yeah, he doesn't cross those lines as he did when he was in Vietnam.
I mean, do we know that though?
I don't know. In the
Yeah,
flashbacks,
yeah.
the flashbacks that we were privy to,
I mean, I
it
feel like
didn't look like
he's
he
pretty
did.
ruthless. Yeah.
Those people had it coming. All right, they threw cans at him.
That's right. They did. They threw cans at the owl ship,
Yeah, yeah, and
Archimedes or whatever it's called.
yeah, and he told them, "Hey, everybody, get back, go back into your places, and let this whole thing settle." And they're like, "Nope, throwing a can at you."
Then he
And what do you
shot him
think?
with
He
rubber
wrecks. Yeah,
bullets. Yeah.
yeah. Not like it's a real bullet.
It only hurts a little bit.
Yeah, come on. They lived, I think.
I mean, they probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, except for that one guy who got hit by like a gas canister, I think. Or was that just in the movie?
It might have just been the guy who like throws it into the building.
No, there's a after his little heart to heart with Night Owl, he like
Uh-huh.
shoots somebody like they're spray painting on the wall. I think in the movie he shoots them with like a gas grenade.
Oh, he like shoots tear gas at him and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think it kills him.
because I'm pretty sure, I don't know why I thought like he shot someone with the tear gas container like pop like poof, the person just like falls over and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get I get his character is like he sees the darkness of the world and kind of just accepts it and laughs, and that's about it. But he still does some really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, really bad stuff.
At war. He was at war. I'm not condoning his stuff at war, Boy Blue. I think
But
that's what you're
are you
focusing on.
condoning him like murdering that woman?
That was at war. I said
That
no.
is not
I said no that.
no, he's not. In that moment, he's not.
I did not condone that.
Okay, well, it sounded like you were.
No, I was just saying. I count that as him being in war because they weren't winning. Oh, I thought they were still in it, like it was in the final days of the war.
Right, but I mean, that's still like just a innocent person who just happened to be there.
I said I don't condone his actions in Vietnam. How about that? I'll go there.
Okay, that makes sense. What about his
In
actions?
America, yeah, I'll shoot anybody you want with tear gas, comedian. I'm
What
okay with that.
what his actions earlier with
Oh
when
yeah,
he's
I don't condone that
yeah.
either.
Yes, yeah, I'm just making sure, you know.
Yeah.
That's a-
Anything that start with the letter R and ends in E, I do not condone to what he does.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Awkward silence.
That's a little Watchmen tangent.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you like how you were talking about V for Vendetta, and I immediately took it back to Watchmen? So, anyways, I need to reread V
your
for
precious
Vendetta at some
Watchmen.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should reread Watchmen, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, that can wait.
So, do you not have V from Vendetta?
No, not
Oh.
in a hard copy. I'm waiting for it to come out in the limited edition hardcover absolute
Well,
black series.
there's already an absolute.
Is there?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's an absolute, and I think they just came out with like a 30th anniversary deluxe edition or something. I've been tempted to like take a look at that because I don't know if I like it enough to do the absolute, but
you could like it enough to buy the one that comes with the mask.
I don't know if I like it that much.
Yeah, you
I
do.
don't know if I need a mask.
Yeah, you do. Because there's gonna come a point in time where
We have to
you're gonna
rise up.
see, yeah, you're gonna see a guy in a Guy Fawkes mask on the news saying, "Where's your mask at, bro?"
Make one out of paper mache.
With a little not paper mache. You'll be using a plastic plate, just like
Yeah, that
do the
works too.
cutout.
Yeah, that's even easier.
Yeah.
Well, well, very good. Um, Another thing I'm excited for is we got a glimpse of the Vinland Saga anime. I'm hyped.
That that is really really awesome animation they did.
It is.
Looks really cool. I'm 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 probably like 20% less psyched than you are
This
uh,
is fair.
because I'm like it's a really great series, but I feel like again like the same thing that happens with every other anime out there, good or bad, they tweak it to whatever they see fit. Like they'll add in storylines or they'll take out cut out pieces, and sometimes they don't stay as true to the source material kind of thing.
I mean that's the case a lot of time. I mean, like
Mhm.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is pretty much exactly the manga. So my worry is I feel like they start adding in stuff when they're trying to spin their wheels, waiting for a new volume of the manga to come out.
Mm.
So I'm hoping the manga keeps going at a regular rate so the show doesn't catch up. Because if they can just like do exactly the manga and the manga keeps being released at a good pace, I don't know.
Mm.
I have faith, but I get what you mean. Like they do often change things, especially if they catch up or surpass
Mm.
the manga.
Case in
Honestly, I
point.
mean, I would be happier if they waited till series were done, but I get
Mhm.
that the hype around the series might not be there anymore.
Yeah. Case in point, a number of the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z anime, they added some story into it that the original manga did not have, which is cool. And there were like filler episodes, but I'm like, when you grow up watching the anime first before realizing there's a manga, you kind of feel a little gypped. 'Cause like, oh my God, this scene where Piccolo and Goku are getting their licenses, that's so funny. And then when you try to go back and reading it in the manga, you're like, where's that scene? Dang it, where's it at? It's just like,
I feel I may be wrong about this, but One Piece, their anime is pretty guilty of a lot of filler, right? Or am I
well,
wrong?
not you. I haven't watched the anime yet
Mm.
because I'm still, focusing on the manga because there's a
Mm.
whole bunch of story there. But I don't think so because in the manga and One Piece, they don't just focus on these main characters throughout the series. They like branch out and introduce everybody else outside of it. And you'll see what I mean pretty soon. It'll be like say Luffy and his pirate crew, the main story, and then like there's a little branching off to introduce like these other side characters and how they're affected by what Luffy's doing or what the Navy's doing and this, that, and the other. So they they do a great job with One Piece by doing that. But Dragon Ball Z is like linear. It like stays in one focus and it's all their main characters
Hmm.
kind of thing.
Very interesting. Well, I'm still hyped for Vinland Saga, so there.
Yeah. Okay, just throw
Yeah.
that in there. Yeah.
Don't make me feel bad.
Well, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, like, I hope I the animation looks great. I just
It
really
does look
hope
great.
They really hope it's gonna stay as close to the source material
Right. I hope
than
so
what the
too.
others do. Yeah,
I forget, you are on volume 2 or volume 3?
finished volume 2.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
get
There you
volume
go.
3.
Cool.
Yeah, this
I
weekend.
forget how volume 2 ends, but it's good, I'm sure.
It is. Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this. What's his name? The big giant guy and his connection to Thorfinn's dad.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
He's like,
cool.
"Oh, I know your dad." I'm like, what? It's like, tell me, dang you Norsemen, tell me what happens. I gotta know. That's just me saying it.
Right. Yeah, I
No,
understand.
he obviously he doesn't. Thorfinn
He doesn't
doesn't say
say
that.
dang
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
Norseman. Yeah.
yeah. No, he'll try to kill him, but
Man, what is that guy's name? Is it Thorskill or
yeah, something like that.
something like that?
I know there's this Thor in it. Like, everybody's
Yeah.
named Thor.
It's a good name.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about that Ragnar and Floki.
I'm trying to look it up. Is it Thorkel? It's gonna bother me.
Uh,
Yeah, Thorkel. Thorkel.
Thorkel,
Yeah.
a pretty cool guy
He's a pretty
with a
cool guy.
pretty terrible name, Thorkel.
It's an alright name.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh my God! Look, it's Thorkel. Uh,
Clearly you're not a fan.
no,
Not a fan of the name.
no, not of his name. Of him, yes. Like he just throws Thorfinn around like a rag doll. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about the manga and whatnot, I just finished up volume 13 of One Piece. So I'm enjoying it. I'm
Woo!
enjoying it. They're on the Grand Line and things are happening. We just got introduced to that princess chick.
Vive, Princess
Yeah,
Vivi.
Evie. She seems pretty cool. At first, she annoyed me when she was like Miss Wednesday or whatever her
Yeah.
name was. I was like, this person's weird. Um, I have to say, the mysterious otter and vulture pair who just like watch them is I find them really amusing because they're like, oh, at least they don't know what we look like, and then the otter like draws like perfect sketches of them. It's like what?
Yeah, that
Just very
uh,
easily. Apparently, this
yeah,
otter is an amazing
that's just
artist.
mad skill, man.
Yeah,
Mad skill.
I like that. I'm intrigued by this crocodile fellow who is apparently leading.
Sir Crocodile.
I didn't know that. Thanks.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
You're
have to be
welcome.
careful. You have to be careful.
Yeah, man,
You
you're
can't
right.
just
I'm
ruin
sorry.
things.
I've been so careful this long. Like I
Yeah,
done
I
so
feel
much
like
stuff. I'm
the
like,
further I get, you're gonna be like less careful. You're gonna be like, oh, did this happen? I'm like,
yeah. Oh
no.
no, 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 that's not true. Because I could follow exactly where you're going on my
On your
collections.
bookshelf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, he's there. Okay.
I learned that the crocodile fellow, apparently Sir Crocodile, thanks for that, is one of the seven, whatever they're called, seven like feared.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Oh, they already said they were, but I can't remember what they were.
Warlord.
Yeah, yeah, and then that
Seven
that
warlords.
that great swordsman Hawkeye
Mihawk.
guy. Yeah, he's one of them too.
Hmm.
Also, we very, very briefly saw Shanks, which I was excited for. He was just like hanging out on an island,
Yeah.
and one of his people was like telling him about Luffy. He was like, "Ah, nice," and then he just like gets up and leaves. I'm like, "Oh, how mysterious, Shanks."
He's really cool though. But he uh he was one of the characters I thought who was really goofy when I started reading it.
Oh yeah,
Because I was like, oh hey look, a little kid. Oh look, Shanks. He's not like his band of pirates in the beginning aren't like your typical
oh yeah. They're not like scary
here.
pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just look like a bunch of clowns. Like, oh,
Mhm.
they're just regular people. And I'm like, this guy, and then later on, I got much farther into it. I'm like, this is the same guy from the beginning? Ah, jeez. So,
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely it's getting more than just like, and this time they fight this person, and
mhm,
because to be honest, I was, you know, it's a shonen, so I know this is kind of like shonen
mhm,
trope, but like I was getting a little worried that like each time they fought somebody, it was like, okay, Zolo fights like the first mate or like, the second
mhm,
best fighter, and then Luffy like will get taken out early somehow or just not be there, and then he'll show up and win against the big bad guy. I'm like, okay, rinse and repeat. I get it.
mhm.
We'll do it again. And it's getting to be a little different. I'm glad to see
Mhm.
that's getting a little different. Like,
Yeah.
definitely like the new characters, like the whole princess thing surprised me. I was like, oh shoot, okay, I guess there's like a princess and this secret society is trying to destroy her country from the inside. I'm like, okay, it's getting a little different. It's a little different than just bad guy of the week. So
Yeah.
that's good. And there's a sea otter who draws people. So,
And
definitely a
then
plus.
his partner is a flying vulture.
Yeah. Are there vultures that aren't flying?
I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. We'll
Maybe.
find out in the next episode of One Piece.
But
But
yeah, I'm definitely cruising through the volumes much
mhm,
faster.
'cause it
Oh, and
picks
I
up,
I,
man.
I will say the Nami backstory was pretty sad. I must confess I teared up a little bit when she finally
Yeah.
asks Luffy for
Yeah.
help and he like puts his hat on her. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
And he just like goes. That's all he
Yeah.
needed. He just needed her to ask for help and he's there.
Basically, man. I same way. I read it and I got teary eyed. I'm like, oh my god! And he just like pops in like, oh my god, that's his treasured hat.
I know.
You're
Yeah,
gonna get angry Luffy beating up on you.
was that the moment for you? Because I mean her backstory was sad, but her backstory didn't make me like tear up. It was that moment though. I
That
don't know.
moment, yeah,
Yeah. It was really well done.
yeah, it was because like he's goofy all the way until like he gets into a serious fight
Yeah,
when it's
exactly.
like the shark, I forget his name.
Arlong?
Yeah, Arlong.
Yeah.
When he gets up until that point, he's just like, ha 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 ha, carefree, go lucky, and then like you made our navigator cry. Pop. I'm like, oh geez, don't make him angry.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to. I just read the
Um,
part where I mean he is really goofy though.
mhm.
Like sometimes there's like, dude, you're like really dumb. Like I just read the
Yeah,
part where he fights Zolo because he thinks Zolo like
yeah,
beat up all the people who were nice and fed him. And then he's like,
yeah.
no, like those were bounty hunters. And he's like, oh, why didn't you say so? And he's like, I did.
And Zolo's not it. Zolo, I love Zolo. He's an awesome character. He's really cool. But at that point, I'm like, Zolo, dude, you're just as a big idiot as Luffy. Like, you just went, okay, we'll fight. We'll see who's better, the swordsman or the brawler. Like, all right.
I mean, he
Uh,
gave Luffy a couple chances. He tried to explain.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, and then then Nami just comes in and the practical one.
always a practical one.
Yeah, she's a real pirate.
Got to charge 1 billion berries for
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. It's she's the only one who's actually between the five of them. She's the only competent one.
Oh,
Like
for sure. Yeah.
Luffy, yeah, Luffy's a captain. He doesn't know how to navigate. Obviously, can't swim. He only fights with his fist. Usopp is a coward. Don't like him. Sanji doesn't fight with his hands. He just strictly uses his feet. And he has like a big Achilles heel later on.
Oh,
And
see,
Zolo,
spoilers. Gosh,
it's not that hard. I
that's
mean,
a
figure
spoiler.
it
That's a
out.
spoiler.
Zolo is just he can't navigate either.
I was gonna say Zolo's pretty competent. I
Yeah,
would
for the
actually
most part.
for up until like 2 seconds ago I would have said
Yeah.
Zolo and Sanji are pretty competent, but
No.
apparently there's an Achilles heel or something.
Yeah, everybody
We,
has an Achilles heel, man.
uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You've seen it already.
Is it his
You've
love
seen,
for women?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's it. That's his Achilles heel. I mean,
I mean, it's funny.
yeah, it gets,
Oh,
yeah,
no, no
his
spoilers. No
nope, nope,
spoilers.
nope, zip, toss.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
yeah, but yeah, you would think they'd be competent, but nope,
I mean,
like
Luffy is the
Nami.
most incompetent, like by
Yeah,
far.
no, actually, Usopp is
Oh yeah,
next
he's
to
pretty.
him.
He's
Yeah,
he's pretty bad too.
yeah.
See, so that was my one problem. I mean, with the whole Arlong arc,
Hmm.
because as I said, they kind of pair off. So the octopus guy, he's actually a swordsman. Who would
Yeah.
have thought? So Zolo fights him. There's that other guy that Sanji fought, who
The master karate
yeah,
fish guy.
karate guy. And then Usopp just runs away, and then there's supposed to be like these really super powerful fish people, and Sanji and Zolo both struggle with their opponents. And then Usopp like stops running. He's like, "No, wait. I shouldn't be a coward. I have to face my fears just like everyone else." And he like defeats the guy with a slingshot. It's like, "Nope. That's not believable. You just spent this entire thing hyping up how powerful these fishmen are. The other two guys who are really powerful are struggling to beat their opponent, and then a guy beats him with a slingshot. It made me like a little outraged. I was like, couldn't the fish man just have killed him? Like that would have been fine with
They
me.
should have. I mean,
Like,
yeah,
because like I don't know,
but
just
he
like
got them a boat, I guess. I mean,
I mean, because then later on, once he's done fighting his opponent, he like goes back and he's like trying to help. And he's like, I'll distract them,
yeah.
and he like shoots a rubber band, and it shows it go like a foot and fall, which is pretty funny. Because I'm like, yeah, that's how not useful you are. But you just
Go
made
watch
that
your
not you
buddies.
just
Yeah.
made that not useful guy beat a powerful fighter. It irritated me a little bit. I was like, come on.
He won by
Like
accident, I
if
think.
we can just
Yeah.
like establish that he's just really bad at fighting, then just have him lose or just run away. But he's like, I'm gonna be a great warrior. No, you're not.
Like,
I
no.
hope his dreams don't come true. I hope all their dreams come true except
Except
for
for
Usopp.
his.
Yeah, I hope he like realizes that he's awful at fighting. That's what I hope.
Uh, but Zolo though, man, when he fights Arlong and he's like ripping the bandages off, like
Oh yeah,
what?
it's intense.
Yeah,
It's intense. It's a tough
they
guy.
just yeah, yeah, man. Jeez, and then what is it? The grit when the guy's talking about like, oh, that guy has grit, and I was like, oh, chills, because you see
Mhm.
Luffy, he's not giving up. He goes like keeps on fighting a guy who has what gold armor or diamond armor, and he just like knocks that guy to the middle of next week.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the guy at the restaurant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, oh no, spoiler alert, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's too late. Yeah, you already you're
Whatever
way past that.
whatever his name is. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's good. I think I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad the recipe is changing a bit.
Mhm.
Cause like I said, like because I mean you have Buggy the Clown, and then you have um am I missing one? Or does it go right into the boat guy?
It goes Buggy. No, it goes the great one that the Navy officer guy, then Buggy
Oh,
the
you're right. You're
clown.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then yeah. It's just like, okay,
Then
yeah. They just kind
yeah,
of beat up people.
then the Catman,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Oh yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's the one I was
yeah,
forgetting. Yeah. So
and the
they've
boat
had
guy.
their
Yeah,
fair share of like
yeah.
fighting dudes. Now I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it to get like a little bit more interesting than just like we have to kill this guy. Yay.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, tougher opponents. Come on, team, show them up.
Also, I am surprised when like okay, so I mean I've been spoiling a lot of things for the first like 13 volumes, but real spoiler for here. I was pretty surprised how Arlong just like straight up shoots Bell whatever
Yeah.
whatever Nami's mom is or stepmom. I was
Mm,
like, what? Dang.
yeah. That
Brutal.
just he's like, all right, pop.
Yeah,
It,
I was surprised.
and me too. I thought like he would like drag it out
Yeah, yeah.
a little, but no, it just straight up
He just shoots her.
shoots
I was
her.
like, wow, it's quite the horrific sight for like a 10-year
Yeah,
old or whatever she was. It's
yeah.
like, geez.
And so it's another moment in that part like got me goosebumps was when he decides to bring that Arlong's Park down to the ground when he
Yeah.
shoots his foot up and just like brings it everything down, and he tells her like, Luffy, you're our crewmate now, and she's like, okay, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah, I
he
like that
did
part
it.
too. That's good. It's a good moment. I like it like whenever Luffy, yeah, it's exactly
Mhm,
what you said. Whenever he gets like serious or mad, it's like
mhm.
it's going down.
Yeah.
That's why I sent you that thing. I was like, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
Just them like walking. It was like, oh, it's awesome.
Because it did go down, and
It did go down, yeah.
a part that made me laugh about that little East Blue Sea was Luffy knows is hurting, and the first thing he does when he pops out of the water, he thinks it's a good idea to trade places with a man who's half dead by grabbing him and launching him in the air.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Your friend is like seriously hurt, and you're just gonna launch him in the air?
I mean, he did get him out of, Arlong's clutches, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was
but
not advisable thing to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, Luffy, think. Oh, what'd you think about the Rogue Town?
Oh, I liked the Rogue Town. I liked the Rogue Town. I was intrigued that when Buggy showed up again and Alvida.
Hmm.
And I found this funny when she was like, I'd look very different. And then she's like, I used to have freckles. And then he's like, that's not what
Yeah.
that's not what's different.
Oh, yeah, Luffy, he's so dumb that he's lovable dumb.
Oh
Like
yeah,
he
and
just speaks.
so obviously, I mean, don't tell me anything. Obviously,
Hmm.
don't say anything. But I mean, so the lightning strike that like conveniently saved Luffy was interesting to me. And then there's like a very mysterious figure who just comes out of nowhere. I can't remember what they called him, but I was like, who's this guy? And then he kind of
Oh,
just like,
Dragon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was very interesting. But oh, and I also liked he thought he was gonna die and then he like laughed. I was like, man,
Yeah.
Luffy's crazy. And the guy was like, the only person who's ever done that was,
Goldie Roger.
yeah, exactly, yeah. I was
Pirate
like,
King.
oh, Pirate Kings, it makes sense. He's gonna be the Pirate King. Now
Another.
my working theory is Luffy is the Pirate King reincarnated. That's what I'm going.
Yeah, we'll go with that. No, no,
He actually
I,
is Gold
I don't
Roger.
think. That's a theory I read online one time, and I was like, that makes sense, but I'm like, that's also pretty dumb because no.
It's like yeah. It's
Hmm.
my theory from the fantasy series. Have you heard the Wheel of Time?
No.
Okay, well, that's what I'm basing off of. Basically, there's this
Oh.
guy who's reincarnated, like this messianic figure who
Hmm.
like he's called the Dragon too. So, anyways, side
Hmm.
thing. But yeah, that's what I've decided.
Wheel of Time.
I've decided that Luffy is the pirate reincarnated. But I don't think
The
that's what's gonna
pirate?
happen. That'd
Probably
be
not.
weird. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Well, are there any
That'd be very
other
weird.
other topics, I feel like we should rename this episode
One
One
Piece.
Piece up through volume 13, and we'll like
Yeah.
revisit.
We go from 14 to whatever next one you stop by.
Yeah, I think Baroque Works ends at 23. Because I guess
Yeah.
we kind of just did East Blue in a way.
Yeah.
A little bit
Yeah, we did.
beyond. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll be doing
Yeah, we'll talk about Baroque
each
Works.
arc for you.
Yeah, I'm down.
Um
Although some of those arcs are long. Like, isn't the newest arc I was looking, it's called New World. Hasn't that been going for like forever?
no, I could see it right here. It's just like the volume 61 to what do you say? Yeah. I guess it is the current arc.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
still ongoing.
Yeah.
By the way, my goal now is to surpass you by reading the chapters as they come out, and I'll be like, "Oh, guess what happened?" And you're like, "No."
You know what's funny? I feel like I would welcome the change, considering I've surpassed you in Saga, Berserk, and Southern Bastards.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
I
need
kept
to.
reading. I'm like,
Southern
okay,
Bastards
it'll be
is really good too.
yeah.
For some reason, I feel like is that on like hiatus or does it end at 4 volumes?
No, there's the volume 5 is coming out. I just don't
Oh,
know when.
okay, cool. I didn't know if it was like complete. I was like, oh, 4
No,
volumes, I can do that. Like,
no, not yet. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. So it'd be a welcome change to see you try to surpass me from whatever volume, like 84, 85, where I'm at.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't think you have the patience for it though. Well, maybe. I mean, you did read
I
1
went from
through
like
13, so like,
6. I think on Wednesday I was starting 6, and I
mm,
just finished 13. So I'm making a good pace.
yeah, yeah, I made that pace when I was a child,
Yeah.
but whatever.
I think I am going to take a break at some point to finish up.
Watchmen.
Well, that too, but I mean, I'm reading those at the same time. But I need to read when I'm done with Watchmen. I'm going to read the last 2 Vinland sagas because I have 9 and 10, so I just need to read them, and then I'll be caught up on Vinland, and then
What about
Vagabond.
the yeah?
Yeah,
Don't you still have what is it, 11, 12, and 13, or was it 11 and 12?
I have 9 and 10 that I need to read, and then I need to
You
eventually
still
get
haven't
11,
read those?
12.
Oh my God.
No, I
I
haven't.
thought you were like saying, "Oh, finally I got them," and then
Well, I
I
already
thought you
told
would have
you.
like read them.
No, I already told you. I think part of me, I'm kind of waiting maybe until I have 11, 12, then I can just read all of it. But I don't know. I might cave and just read them.
You have to, man. You got to.
I
Because
mean, I
I'm like
could.
at that point. I'm like, I'm gonna buy that collection because that's a good series.
Good series.
Hmm.
I could have purchased 11 and 12, but instead I bought Hellboy Library Edition. So,
Oh well,
which I'm very
it's a
excited
fair
for.
trade. Yeah,
Yeah,
never mind. Good trade.
it's a good trade. I was like, yes. Anything else you want to touch on?
Well, that. What else am I currently reading? Well, I've been because Comixology have all that what is it? Unlimited where you can read books for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like picking random books at just to start reading because I never read them before, and 2 of them are Lone Wolf and the Cub.
Oh,
Lone
I need
Wolf
to
and
read
Cub.
that.
Yeah, you heard of it?
Yeah, it's pretty
No.
famous, man.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Comixology, it's for free.
It's on Hoopla too. I have like no
Is
excuse to
it?
not read it. Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you, man. You're supposed to. It's samurai.
I
You're
know.
samurai, man.
So there's another series by the same writer called Samurai Executioner, and I have the first 3 omnibuses of that. So I've read that, or up to what I have,
Mhm.
but I haven't read Lone Wolf and Cub yet. But I need to. Have you started it? Is it good?
No, not yet. I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
started yet. It's just on.
It's just
This is
ready
the
to go.
list of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. The other one's Rebels.
I
No,
don't know what that is.
it's pretty much. I think it takes place in the Civil War,
Oh, interesting.
or yeah, because the see some blue coats and red coats in the picture.
Oh,
I can see
is it a manga or is it a just
it's a
a
comic. Yeah, it's a
okay?
graphic American version of it. It's written by Brian Wood.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I like Brian Wood.
I think this is like the first thing I'm reading of his work.
I think he wrote DMZ. Am I crazy?
Yeah, he did write DMC, but
Okay, yeah.
I never read it.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And Crisis on Infinite Earth. I have never read that.
Oh, good luck.
What do you mean? Good luck.
It's so wordy. I mean, it's I probably should sit down and read it, but I think I started to, and then I read a Wikipedia page, and I was like, "That's good enough." Like,
That's terrible, man.
it's really wordy.
You denied yourself the art of seeing all these heroes and whatnot.
I did deny myself that. Yeah,
You call yourself Boy Blue. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm not. I think I was reading it. Like, if I find myself forcing myself to read something, yeah, I'm just not going to. You know. So
Yeah, I do know.
yeah.
I tried reading Invisibles.
Oh, did
'Cause
you?
I was like, no.
How far did you
I,
get? Because I read the
first
whole
page.
first. That's awesome.
The first page. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I read the first I whatever they're calling the larger collections book. I don't deluxe edition, I
Mm.
don't know. I read it on Hoopla. It's so bonkers, man. I don't know what I thought of it. But I think I
You-
told you I liked the very last issue of that one is like from the perspective of this random like guard um for this organization, and that was really great. And like they ended it on a really good issue where I was like, maybe I should read the next one. I don't know.
uh,
Yeah, it's
now
insane though.
I still don't want to read it now. I'm like,
No, I
but
totally understand. I kind of did force myself through that just to I don't know.
because you're a Morrison man, Grant Morrison.
I do like Morrison, but Invisibles maybe it may be too much.
uh, so, so on our Instagram page, this is
Yes.
because we're just talking. We're just talking at this point. I'm like, okay, just whatever we want. So on Boy Blue told me that if I don't post on Instagram often, it would just strictly be Watchmen stuff only.
That's correct. Yeah.
So, so like, oh, okay, I'll just try to start posting much more stuff. And I posted like, in one day, I think my max was just two, the Punisher one and the, no, three. I posted three times this week. Okay, I don't know how many times I posted,
I was gonna say, are you getting to
but
a point?
sorry, I was gonna say my point was one of the posts was Watchmen related,
It was, yeah,
and
I
he
saw that.
tells me like, "Oh, hey, good job." Oh, how do you say it? Conform. I was just say conforming because to the laws of the new Instagram, our Instagram page is strictly Watchmen. I'm like, no. So I'm gonna be posting a lot more One Piece and a bunch of random stuff now.
The thing is with reading One Piece is like I'll go to post on Instagram and I'm like, wait, I've already posted like 5 other One Piece things. Like I need to mix it up here, so I need to find
Just
something else.
put One Piece with a mustache.
It's like
Like,
let me see. I think the last thing I did was One Piece. Yeah, it's just like everything I've done is One Piece, basically. That's okay. That's yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
See, mm, if I post One Piece, I'm gonna be like, I'll be too tempted to like
Spoil things for
go,
me? Yeah,
yeah,
don't do that.
go too far ahead. So I'm like, that's where I'm hesitant. I'm like, I got some cool stuff, but like I got figures, a little model, and some pop figures and whatnot.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm like,
cool.
I can't post any of that on there because a bunch of it is spoiler alert kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, I can't do that.
Can't do that.
No.
Well, I think I don't know if I have anything else much on my mind. I was going to talk a little bit about Invisibles, but then I realized I don't really know what I read. Um,
You're still trying to wrap your head around it. Like,
yeah,
what?
it's pretty out there. I don't know if I'll continue it. We'll see. If it was
I
on,
hope not.
if the next one was on Hoopla, I would. I'm pretty sure they're at my library, but I'm not even sure if I have that much effort that I
Interest
want to put
in it.
in. Yeah, we'll have to like go look for it, but we'll see. I mean, people do like it. It's pretty highly regarded,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Maybe just not be for me.
I honestly think that one, you have to be on acid to understand it the first time round.
I think the thing with it is you can either accept you're not going to understand everything and try to enjoy it, or like try to like Google every single reference to make sense of it. And I just don't have that time, like
Yeah.
so. There's that.
Yeah. Googling references,
Yeah, yeah.
that's like way too much. If like, hey, there's a slight link editor's note, blah blah blah, like no. That's just
It'd be cool if they had an annotated edition. Like I know they have annotated editions of Sandman, but I don't think there's one for Invisibles. So, oh well.
maybe they will. Maybe they're
Yeah,
working on
maybe,
it.
maybe. Well, anyways, if you liked this episode, you can check it out. Well, I mean, if you already listened to the episode, you've already heard it. But like us on YouTube if you're on YouTube. Subscribe on Podbean if you're on Podbean. And I'm not really sure what you do on iTunes. I guess you can give us a star rating if you want. Make us feel
Not,
bad about
yeah,
ourselves. Um,
just a minimum 1 star, maximum
5 stars.
every star in the. Oh, is it five?
I think it's 5.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say like every star possible, but I guess that.
yeah. And then check out our Instagram page for Watchmen exclusive
Yeah.
material.
Yeah, and a bunch of One Piece spoilers
Yeah.
coming soon. I can't believe you just want strictly Watchmen just because you got that big book and you're not willing to shell out the same amount of money for Berserk Volume
Hardcover.
1 hardcover edition with the cool design. I mean,
I'm
what's wrong
just
with you,
kidding.
man?
I'm just kidding, man.
No, no,
But not
no,
really.
no. So like Hulk smashing my room apart. Like, no.
That'd be fun to watch. It'd be weird. Actually,
It'd be
I'd
pretty
probably
weird
yeah, I'd
because
probably just like stop the broadcast. Like,
yeah,
okay, okay,
like, oh, he's hulking out and
we're done. We're done.
stop.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone. Until next time. I don't think we know what our next episode is, but
Mm.
we'll keep
It
you
it
in the
could be a
know.
Magic the Gathering episode that we've been talking about doing,
Just play a
or
game, like
yeah.
just
Oh
show
well.
the card into the camera. Be
Well,
great.
I figured, I figured, oh, maybe next time I'll bring my camera. Next time we battle each other, and I'll record it and then
Oh,
post it up
interesting.
on the YouTube.
That's a good idea. Just like
Yeah,
a shorter thing. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
yeah. But
All
who has
right.
the time and money for all that
Yeah, who?
fancy stuff?
Not me.
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. I'm Boy Blue,
And I am Bigby.
and we're signing off.